Congratulations, a goal tonight, 3 points, top of the Premier League, lots to be happy about, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. Now we know that the game today was very hard, very difficult, and obviously we wanted to win. We know it's not easy to play here, and we got the 3 points, and we're happy for that. But we still a long way, and we're gonna have to focus again until the end of the season.
There was a lot of VAR decisions, particularly in the first half. How difficult is it to maintain your focus when things are happening like that?
Obviously it's hard, but you have to be professional, and we have to know as well. We know that it won't gonna be easy, and with the decision of the referee as well, that in my opinion I didn't agree. But I am not the boss on the pitch, he's the boss, so we just have to keep calm and keep focused. And we done this, we done well, we scored a goal, and we won the game.
The Harry Maguire goal as well, did you feel that should have stood, and did it feel like things were going against you at that time?
It's not that I feel, it was a goal for sure. It was a goal for sure. I don't know, he just jumped before, he had it, was a beautiful goal, and then the referee decided that. It was kind of a strange decision today, but we got the result that we wanted, so we're happy.
How patient did you have to be? You came out second half and dominated a lot of the ball, but they're very difficult to break down. How patient did you have to be to see that out, to get the win?
Obviously, you could see that the game was going both ways. You know, it's not, like I said, it's very hard to play here. They have the style of play, we know them. They're very strong, and we know it will be difficult, so we have to keep our head calm and just focus in ourselves, and then the goal will come, and it did come. So it was a performance, great performance from everyone, good focus, and you have to keep doing this.
I'm sure very happy to be where you are in the league table. From a personal point of view, you look happy out there. How happy are you right now with where you are?
I'm always happy when I win. So obviously today we won, so I'm very happy. I'm happy that we play well, and I'm happy that we're at the top. But like I said, it's still a long way to go. You have big games coming up, so you have to focus on that too.
Well done tonight, Paul. Thank you. Congratulations, 3 points, top of the table. It's got to bring a smile, does it?
Yeah, when you get 3 points in the Premier League, it makes you smile. It was a hard-fought 3 points, though. It always is up here.
It required a bit of game management as well, with all the stops and starts for the VAR. Yeah. What are your thoughts on those decisions and the way it had played out?
I've not watched any of them, so I can't really say. Might have been a foul by Luke, apparently, so then that's probably a right decision because it's in the same phase of attack. Definitely not a foul by Harry on his goal. That's if you can't jump and head it in like this, I don't believe that's anywhere near a foul. And apart from that, we started playing after the 5-minute stop with the red card and the foul by Luke. So delighted with the response after a little bit of a tough first half an hour.
Yeah, was there a bit of a refocusing done at half-time as well? You could see some of the players perhaps getting a little bit frustrated, that sense that perhaps things are going against you. Did you refocus at half-time?
Yeah, you've got to calm them down, because I know the emotions are running high and they disagree with some of the decisions that are made out there. So then it's our job to calm them down and focus on the things we can control, and we did that. I thought second half we played really well, and then you expect the onslaught the last 5 minutes, but we both lucky and good. We held out.
A great goal as well by Paul Pogba. A few times you sort of played that ball kind of in between the midfield and defence. Was that a game plan coming in, given how well structured they are defensively? Yeah,
they are so well organised, and there are not many spaces, but we did look at some of the spaces. So a great cross, very well executed the finish. Then we could have had one or two more to calm the nerves towards the end, but we just like it to do it the hard way.
Yeah, there's always a lot said about Paul, and there has been in the months leading up to this. We know the transfer window is open, but he seems a big part of your team right now. How happy are you with his contribution tonight, but where he is as well within the squad, and how happy he is?
I've always said Paul is a big player for us. He's a good character in the dressing room. He's always one that the lads look to. He's a world champion, of course, and we're seeing the best of Paul at the moment. I feel getting better and better for every game. He's been injured and he's had COVID. It's just natural that he needed some time to get fit.
and it means that you do go to Anfield 3 points ahead of the champions.
Brilliant position to be in.
Brilliant position. How much are you looking forward to that one? And how significant could it be, not just tonight's victory, but going there 3 points ahead with a chance to create a bit of a gap?
Of course, we know we're going to the champions. They've had an unbelievable 3.5 seasons, so we know that that's going to be a difficult game for us, but we're ready for it. I think we couldn't ever ask for a better time to play them, because we're in good shape, good form, hungry. That's the big thing. These boys are hungry. They want to get better, and that's a test again, a test of character and test of quality.
In terms of that character and the quality and everything you speak about, I know you don't like to talk about title challenges and what
you
could potentially happen.
When you're not even halfway in the season.
But in terms of all the attributes you talk about, how ready are your team to continue this form and just see where it takes you and potentially be part of that?
It's a season that's going to be challenging mentally. But it seems like the boys have coped well with the situation, with the pandemic and the lockdown, and just focusing on football, less noise. They can just go out and enjoy themselves. If they don't enjoy football when they're in this position, they can't enjoy football. So that's one of the things we focus on.
Yeah, we'll come to the Premier League table, which makes nice reading, doesn't it, for Manchester United fans. Andy Cole, Alan Shearer in the studio with me. He said he's happy when he wins. All footballers are happy when they win. They want to keep Paul Pogba happy, a man of his talents.
I was just about to say that, footballers hate losing. It don't matter where you are, top of the league or bottom of the league, everyone hates losing. But, to see Paul playing the way he is at the moment, I think everyone knows just how good a player he is, and to see Manchester United at the top of the league. He touched on it there. There's a long way to go. What is it, 21 games to run?
Yeah.
It's a long way to go. Yeah, there's a long way to go.
Look, do Manchester United need to see more of that from Paul Pogba, those kind of performances, consistency-wise?
Well, we know it's in there because of what he's achieved in his career, but we haven't seen it often enough in the Man United shirt, which is why there's so much speculation always around him. His agent doesn't help the situation, but the ability's there. You just need to see that type of performance more and more. I was impressed with Man United tonight because they had to go there, they had to dig deep. You know what performance you have to give when you go to Burnley? You have to roll up your sleeves, first and foremost. You've got to fight and scrap and then earn the right to play. They did that in the first half. Second half, they controlled it in terms of possession, but then they were patient and they knew that their chances would come. And when one come, they got a little bit of luck with a deflection, but they probably deserved that because there's no way that goal should have been disallowed in the first half that Harry Maguire scored. I mean, Pogba wins the header to begin with, but the impressive thing is all the Burnley players get dragged towards the ball. They're all watching the ball, and no one is aware of him on the edge of the box. It's about getting the connection right, and he did that. And they probably deserved a little bit of luck with the deflection and through the goalkeeper's legs, and that gave them the 3 points in the end. But then after that, they had to dig deep. One or two other chances, but they controlled the game, and I thought it was a very, very professional performance.
Yeah, all about the technique there, Andy, isn't it? Because that could easily have been skied, couldn't it?
It certainly is. I think that the little deflection helps him. But when you're in that kind of position, sometimes you get those deflections. Sometimes they go in. Sometimes the keeper makes a save, but it's gone through the keeper's legs there.
Are you trying to hit it as low as possible in a scenario like that?
I think you're more worried about your contact there.
Yeah.
Once you get your contact right, you've got a chance of scoring.
Yeah. So there we go, a nice little celebration for Paul Pogba with Eric Bailly, and this is how the top of the Premier League table looks. The top six, Manchester United, 36 points, so a 3-point lead on Liverpool, and that is going to be cracking, Alan, isn't it, on Sunday with Manchester United going to Anfield. But we have to, of course, talk about Manchester City here as well, because you can see they're 15 games playing. They've got 2 games in hand that would take them to within a point of Manchester United. But look at this. It's a ski slope in the right direction for Manchester United.
Yeah, they are the in-form team. I mean, Man City are playing well and getting right results and scoring goals. But when you look at Man United, I mean, the improvement from them, I think certainly defensively, when you look at where the Hotspur at home and what happened in that game to where they are now, the togetherness, I think the willingness to fight and scrap for each other, they certainly look far more organised to me than they have been in a while, and they look a team. They look a team that wants to work and scrap for each other, and that's what they deserve. They deserve to be where they are. And I don't think even the biggest of Man United supporters would have said that they would have been in this position, I don't know, 8 or 9 weeks ago.
No, I felt far from it. No, I mean, you got to be brutally honest. I spoke about at the top of the show. Everyone was calling for Ollie's job. It wasn't good enough. Changing. Pochettino was free. Give Pochettino the job, and Ollie's got his head down. I think the way he's dealt with the flack he's taken. He's got his players to perform. And if you look at Manchester United now, to where they were, like I said, 6-8 weeks ago, it's a big difference. I'm not going to sit and say Man United are going to win the league, but if you're looking at the performances over the past month or so, they've been absolutely brilliant. And
you're never out of the woods as a Manchester United manager, are you? Particularly an inexperienced one like Ollie.
No, because everyone's always trying to give his job away, But like I said, I think the way he's conducted himself, for me, it spoke volumes about him. I know Ollie as a player and as a teammate, but the way he's dealt with this, has been absolutely fantastic.
Like that, if they don't enjoy football in this position, you're never going to enjoy it. Top of the league, 17 games played, Alan. I found it interesting there as well that he talked about keeping his players calm, particularly during that VAR incident. And we were getting word from, what he was saying to his players and to, ignore all of that. Go and play football. That's how you're going to go and win this game. And eventually it prevailed. Well,
they weren't going to affect the decisions. So he's absolutely right when he says that. And he's also right when he says it's his job to stay as calm and as focused as possible. And all that will be on his mind is trying to win the next game, and then he'll leave all the other performances in and around the teams to let other people worry about. But at the minute, his team seem focused, his team seem as if they do and are enjoying their football, and absolutely right. They're on a great run of form. They're all playing reasonably well. They seem to be a good unit and be all together. So why shouldn't they enjoy it? Yeah, I'm just thinking to that VAR incident. Would Sir Alex have stayed as calm during that? I'm thinking of what Solskjaer was saying on the sidelines while all that was going on, because it was a dramatic few minutes, Andy, wasn't it?
I think most probably not, but no what Sir Alex would have done. They would have galvanised us, to go out there and do a little bit better.
Might have word with the fourth official, maybe?
Yeah, for sure. But I think I'm looking at that instance. When we used to find ourselves in those kind of instances, I think that used to bring a hell of a lot more out of us as a team. And that makes us want to go and win the game even more so, which Manchester United ended up doing this evening.
Yeah, and the verdict from this one, Al, just to clear it up, was that, that potentially could have been a red card, but it didn't matter because of the foul from Luke Shaw in the build-up, and that was why, essentially, it was a yellow card for Luke Shaw, and nothing was done with this, and no red card was shown. Yeah, there was confusion at the time because we were all looking at the other end when we thought that it was going to be a red card, and probably would have been if it hadn't have been for this foul in the build-up. Should have been at least 2-0. Maguire's goal disallowed
100%.
Incorrectly.
100%. I mean, the man sitting across the room from me, he scored many headers like this. So, I mean, I'm very surprised that it was disallowed. But some of the decisions I've been surprised by in football recently.
He just gets up early. It's a brilliant, towering header. He gets up early. He's got the flight of the ball. I mean, all right, there's a contact and coming together, but so what? That is never, ever a foul. It's a brilliant header. Should never have been disallowed. Yeah. So there we go. It's finished at Turf Moor. Burnley 0, Manchester United 1. Burnley without a shot on target this evening. Let's hear from their manager, Sean Dyche.
Sean, that was fairly eventful, to be honest, that 90 minutes. Are you frustrated, though, to come away with nothing?
Partly, but not overly. I mean, I thought we gave a good account of ourselves. More than that, actually, I thought it was a good performance. And I think we've been improving as the season goes on. We've been growing with our performance levels and the fitness of the side, which will be important to us over the season, as in injury-free. Some really good performances against the top side who are going well.
Yeah, West Ham next for Burnley out. Look, it wasn't their night tonight. Yep. They stayed in it for large parts of the game. Credit to them. Yeah, I think that's what he will be happy with, his players' attitudes. I mean, Man United have got better players in their team, so what you've got to do in that situation, you've got to try and be well organised, which Burnley are most of the time, and you've got to hope for a little bit of luck and decisions go your way. The best team won this evening, but I don't think he'll be too disappointed with the performance from his players. Yeah, and I think you guys were saying, they're not going to be in too much trouble. 16 points, 16 games. There are other teams out there in all sorts of trouble down the bottom. Sheffield United obviously got that first win, but West Brom as well. That coach back to Manchester is going to be buzzing, isn't it?
Most definitely. What I do know, they will be looking forward to Sunday at Anfield. It's a special place to play football, and especially when you go in there as Manchester United on top of the league. I think if those punters allowed in on Sunday, the atmosphere will be absolutely electric.
Yeah, really looking forward to that one. Right, after the break, we're going to look back on